People once thought letters changed. Some say that Hangul is evolving, but in truth, it is people who are changing while Hangul remains as it always has. 500 years ago, King Sejong invented an alphabet that could easily be used by the people. Overnight, the people began to speak, write, and read in Hangul. The information society of the 21st century is all about speed. Hangul ensures a national competitiveness. The letters of Hangul are phonetic signs, and they can be convenient for nations without alphabets.
Global alphabet, 영어로 말하면 global alphabet.
Hangul has been added to the World Heritage Registry. An excellent language is always reborn into a cultural heritage. A sound-based alphabet, Hangul is providing us with wings for the future.
한글이 갖고 있는 또 다른 에너지 아니면 그 문화 콘텐츠로서의 한글.
It is now time to discover the value of Hangul. Cutting-edge technology that's representative of the 21st century all comes together. At a glance, you can see how Korea has changed from being one of the poorest countries in the world to a leading nation for information technology and communications in just 50 years. From the internet to DMB to Wibro to cell phones, you can see how Korea has been able to lead the world in the IT sector. In the past half-century, Korea has risen to become the second strongest IT nation. It's come a long way from the days it lacked resources and manpower. Korea is also the third and fourth producer of cell phones in the world. 7 out of 10 people in Korea now use cell phones. Another notable phenomenon is that more people are text messaging than making calls. These are members of the so-called thumb tribe. Kids feel more comfortable text messaging than talking.
시작하면 한 손으로 보냅니다. 자, 준비, 시작!
With your thumbs and a cell phone, you're all set to communicate. If you already have the 24 consonants and vowels in your head, you'll have no trouble text messaging with one hand. It's as fast as talking, and text messaging has caught on like wildfire for this generation. 160 million messages a day, 4 per person. This has certainly become a permanent method of communication. The reality is that a sentence written with 99 strokes can be completed in 34 seconds. Korea is a country of text messengers, and this is possible because of the scientific and simple alphabet of Hangul.
하루에요? 100건 정도.
통화보다 문자가 더 편하게 생각되고요. 그리고 문자가 좀 더 싸서요.
The amount of text messaging is increasing with great speed in other countries too. But just how convenient and speedy is it?
I love you.
Which language is easier to use in the keypad? Well, honestly, judging from the speed of a lot of Korean people as they type messages, I think Korean is a lot easier to use the text keypad for. For ABCs, it's like some of them you have to hit 3 or 4 times just to get to your letter. And then a lot of times it's space over to the next one because you're going to use letters on the same key. So to a large degree, I think it'd be easier to type in Hangul than it is in English.
私は
It's more complicated for Japan. They have to work with elements of kana, the Roman letters, and Chinese characters. Users first input the way a word sounds and then convert it to Chinese characters.
ひらがなで打つと ハングルのようにスペースがないので読むことが少し大変です。なので漢字に変えなくてはなりません。
I.
Things aren't so simple in China either, whose culture represents the source of all Chinese characters. First, Roman letters are input according to the way a word sounds, and then the corresponding character is chosen, so the effort is doubled or tripled.
就是像在英语中的那种音标一样，就是帮助发音的，就是拼音。
With Hangul, there's no need to think twice. This convenience is what has given Korea a competitive edge over Japan and China in this IT era. When IT met with Hangul, the IT industry of Korea accelerated. The first and initial stride was made by a company called Hansoft. Like the Roman alphabet, Hangul letters are phonetic symbols, and the digitalization of Hangul has brought about the success of Korea's IT industry. In its 10th year, the million-copy selling Hansoft suddenly announces its sale. The domestic word processing program had crumbled in the face of a giant called Microsoft.
그 당시 한글과 컴퓨터가 회사를 마이크로소프트한테 돈을 지원받기로 했다. 그리고 회사를 넘기겠다. 발표를 했었는데 그 당시가 그 98년 6월 15일이었어요. 그때는 이제 IMF 직후였고 모든 기업들이 긴축 경영을 하고 있었고 제일 중요한 거는 그 당시에는 그 IT라는 개념이 많지가 않았어요.
As MS actively advanced into the Korean industry in 1992, controversy spread across the Korean word processing market.
자존심 문제도 있었고 그다음에 우리나라가 그 일본, 중국 같은 비슷한 한자 문화권 국가로 워드 프로세스가 이제 진출할 경우에는 상당히 골치 아파지게 되는 거죠.
The domestic word processing program was designed based on the individual recognition of consonants and vowels. MS didn't have a chance if they were going to compete with Hansoft with regards to convenience or efficiency, so they decided to compete with mass amounts of their product. Hansoft was on the verge of disappearing.
정말 내 직장이 안 됐구나, 앞으로 어렵겠구나라는 생각을 갖고 있었지만 주변의 분들이 더 많이 걱정을 해주셨어요. 한컴이 이러면 안 된다, 한컴이 잘 돼야 된다, 아니면 뭐 이런 걱정을 해주셨고.
The people took a stand. They recognized Hangul as a property of the nation, and movements started across the country, accumulating 10 billion won. In about a month, contracts with Microsoft were canceled, and Hansoft created the popular edition of 8.15. This was a dramatic change of events. The domestic word processor was revived. Illegal copying, the cause of the initial weakening, was also dealt with.
아마 전 세계적으로 아마 없었을걸요, 그런 사례가. 그렇지 않겠어요? 일본 이치로 뭐 캐나다 코렐 그런 거를 M&A 할 때 그 나라 국민들은 그거에 대해서 뭐 우리 자존심을 사가네, 뭐 팔리네 막 이렇게 막 난리치지 않았어요. 그냥 그랬나 보다. 별로 반응이 없었는데 우리나라만큼은 이례적으로 뜨거웠죠. MS에서도 굉장히 많이 놀랐을 거예요.
Japan is another country that guards its word processor market just as Korea did. Microsoft had already begun to test the waters of the Japanese market a year before targeting Korea. Massive numbers of programs were distributed for free for elementary, middle, high school, and university students. 10 years have passed without much resistance, and currently the number of MS Word users reaches a 90% rate. Ichitaro is a representative of Japan's domestic word processors. At one point, the program dominated 70 to 80% of the market, but now it's holding on by just a thread.
日本の例えば政府の機関とかだとその ATOC を使っているところとそうではない IME っていうマイクロソフトの変換システムを使っているこれは多分半々ぐらいだと思うんですね。やっぱり使いやすさから見るとやっぱりこっちなんですけども逆にやっぱり日本語表現に強い反面その英語を普通の日本語に直したような言葉には逆に言うと弱くて海外の方が 英語を日本語に翻訳ソフトとかで変換した場合にこのようにこれで出てくるような綺麗な表現っていうのが出てこないんですよ。なもんで、それは使い分けていただくようになってますね。
The fact is, Ichitaro is not widely used.
韓国と大きく違うのは、店頭で売っているソニーですとか NEC、そういったパソコンを購入するとメイスオフィスがすでに搭載されて販売しているというような販売形態をとっています。そういった形でパソコンの台数イコールほぼマイクロソフトのオフィス、エクセル、ですね、ワードといったところが導入されていっているのに対して我々はこういったパッケージで販売しているという形ですので、範囲風形態の違いからですね、シェアというのはかなり差がついているのではないかなとは思っております。
In China, it's a different story. China has been budding as a mass economic body, the potential leader of the next generation in the 21st century. Their difficult, complicated letters are a major hindrance in the digital age. The digital age lives and breathes with speed and precision, and the ideographic system of Chinese characters has never been fit for digital use. They say that it is difficult to learn all the Chinese characters, even in one lifetime. This is one reason for China's high illiteracy rate. Pinyin was the solution to this difficult problem. You write a word with Roman letters according to its pronunciation, and then you match it with Chinese characters.
5000年以后呢，变成是罗马字的这个拼音。这个拼音呢，可以走向世界化很大的一步跨出来了。那么，但是对于使用汉字的人来讲，还有不方便的地方，因为也有的人，就是老一点的年纪的，他并不熟悉这个拼音，那么他熟悉手写，所以那个输入部分除了拼音的输入方法以外，他还可以用手写体。那么手写体的那个变化很多，所以给识别会带来困难。
Jin Myung-won was a strong advocate of the disuse of Chinese characters, and he said that history will show that computers will prove Chinese characters to be of no help and will make way for sound-based letters. The basis for information is letters. In the end, how convenient an alphabet is will determine the way for the future.
汉字的意义，音、形、义三个怎么结合？然后第二步，两个汉字、三个汉字结合组合的时候，它的音、形、义应该是什么样一个规律？这是让计算机来处理，而不是说给人识别，是给计算机怎么来处理两个、三个汉字结合以后，它的音、形、义该怎么理解？
The 21st century is constantly changing. Words are the wings that enable information to soar. What kind of letters are appropriate for information? We can't forget to mention stenography when talking about the speed of letters. The only way to convert the spoken word to written form in real time is shorthand. This is the Subtitled Broadcasting Center, which broadcasts live all day long. The dialogue on the TV programs are converted into written text for deaf viewers. Here, written words come first, and Hangul provides convenience and speed. The hands seem to be dancing on the keyboards. The general typing speed is 200 strokes per minute. With equal written and spoken word speed, the viewers start getting dizzy.
저희는 분당 한 300자에서 350자 정도 치는데요. 타수로 하면 한 1,500타 정도 될 거예요.
그게 가능한가요?
저희는 듣는 대로 바로바로 치기 때문에 가능하거든요.
그 일반 키보드로 하면은 한 자를 하면 모음, 자음, 뭐 동사해가지고 한 3타 정도를 치는데 저희는 그게 한 타에 한 글자나 한 단어 뭐 한 문장까지도 한 번에 나올 수가 있거든요. 그러니까
The input speed of Hangul is 7 times faster than Chinese or Japanese. However, there is an even faster method than the two-face keyboard.
이벌식은 여러분들이 일반적으로 보시는 그 키보드가 바로 이벌식 키보드 스타일인데 초성과 중성 이렇게 두 부분으로만 나눠져 있죠. 그런데 한글은 초성과 중성으로만 글자를 만드는 것이 아니죠. 받침도 있지 않습니까? 이렇다 보니까 이벌식 같은 경우에는 초성 자음을 받침을 칠 때 또다시 사용하게 됩니다. 이렇기 때문에 그것을 이제 글자 문자화 하는 데 있어서 손이 꼬이게 되고 그리고 불편한 부분이 생기게 되죠.
The shorthand typewriter is the three-face keyboard. It operates on the special quality of Hangul, which builds a syllable with separate letters.
예를 들어볼게요. 기역, 초성의 기역, 중성의 아, 종성, 받침의 이응을 동시에 누릅니다. 강.
When using two-face typewriters, you type in the initial, middle, then final sound. But with the three-face writers, you can type in the initial, middle, and final sound all at once. The vowel keys are placed separately, which makes it more convenient. Making the short vowels into double vowels is also easy. The star key will change the vowel with one stroke.
여가 되고요.
To place all 106 letters, signs, and numbers onto a limited keyboard, the simpler the form, the better. Hangul is perfect in this aspect because it only has 24 letters. The two-face keyboard has its consonants on the left, and because the left hand has more keys to type, it tires much more. On the other hand, the three-face keyboard distributes keys equally for both hands, so it's less burdensome for the hands during extended typing. Maximizing efficiency with the least number of keys. The three-face keyboard does just that.
이런 식으로 되죠. 이것이 바로 한글 창제의 원리와 매우 흡사한 부분인데 그 입모양을 따라서 아, 야, 여 등의 모음 글자를 만들어내고 기역, 니은, 디귿 이런 자음의 모양을 만들어냈던 것처럼 이 속기 전문 키보드 역시 바로 그런 과정을 거쳐서 경음을 만들든 격음을 만들어내든 복모음을 만들어내든 이것을 서로 마치 입술과 혀가 그리고 구강 구조가 조화를 이루듯이 그렇게 조합해서 기록하게 돼 있죠.
Another person who has led the way in mechanizing Hangul is Dr. Kong Byung-woo. He campaigned hard for the three-face typewriter in an age of speed.
홍병호 박사님은 남보다 먼저 한글의 원리, 특징, 장점, 또 컴퓨터 이런 거에 알고 깨닫고 선구자죠, 선각자. 다른 사람보다 20, 30년 먼저 그걸 알고서 그것을 실현하려고 하는데 일반 국민이나 정부는 인식을 못해서 고생만 하고 가셨고 이제는 많은 그래도 전문가들은 인식을 하고 있습니다.
Dr. Kong was an ophthalmologist during the days of Japanese colonial rule. He started to take an interest in Hangul when he realized there were no textbooks in Korean. He said it was a national shame and translated Japanese textbooks and even made a Korean eye examination chart. He had so many things to do, but his hands were slow. So in the end, he figured out a way to develop a Korean typewriter. He was less a doctor during those times, taking apart and reassembling typewriters. He was determined to make a Korean typewriter. Finally, the three-face typewriter that embodies the principles of Hangul in many ways was born. It was widely used at the time, but somehow was replaced by the four-face typewriter, and later on in 1985 by the two-face typewriter.
앞으로 우리나라는 한글이 있기 때문에 세계 문화 강국이 될 수밖에 없고 그 시간을 단축하는 방법은 3벌씩 판으로 글자판으로 입력을 하고 또 조합형으로 출력을 하는 그것이 지름길이라고 누누이 말씀을 하셨습니다.
The two-face typewriter focuses on the typing of the left hand, has only initial and middle letters, and discards the combined form for the completed form. After this, Dr. Kong didn't hesitate to criticize the government, appealing for the reasonable features of the three-face typewriter. The Kong Byung-woo Typewriter Company disappeared, and production of the three-face keyboard came to a halt. Only the group of people who shared the same vision as Dr. Kong at the time remained. The two-face typewriter is easy to learn, but it confuses the hands and mixes up the final letter with the next initial letter. However, the three-face typewriter is about 3 times as fast. Is it really too late to make changes? In the US, the QWERTY keyboard is slow and complicated, but it still remains dominant over the Dvorak keyboard because the Dvorak was introduced too late. Will people continue to opt for the inconvenience of now, or will they suffer brief confusion to know true efficiency?
타자를 많이 하고 특히나 요즘 이제 채팅이라든가 컴퓨터를 글 쓰는 것을 즐기는 사람들은 조금만 그 경험을 해보면은 두벌식 자판이 불편하다는 것을 알아요. 게다가 그것이 뭐 한글에 태생적으로 뭐 불편한 문자고 뭐 일본어, 중국어 입력하듯이 입력하는 그런 문자라면 모르겠는데 그런 겪지 않아도 되는 불편을 겪고 있다는 거예요.
The two-face typewriter recognizes Hangul as a completing process. And the three-face typewriter recognizes it as a combining process. Each letter stands alone and comes together to form words, so it is possible to input the initial, middle, and final letter one by one, or all together. With the two-face keyboard, you have to rewrite a syllable when it is incorrect, but the three-face keyboard allows you to correct each letter individually. Members of the Club for Three-Face Keyboard Users try hard to inform people of the convenience of three-face typewriters, and they feel sorry for people who are still unaware of it.
세벌식 자판이 표준이 아니기 때문에 키보드 회사에서 세벌식 자판을 생산하지 않고 그렇기 때문에 시중에서 구할 수가 없어요. 저도 그렇기 때문에 어떤 분들이 뜨리는 분들이 만든 이 스티커를 얻어갖고 지금 연습하기 위해서 붙이고 있어요.
The passion of an old scholar who spent the latter part of his life mechanizing and digitalizing Hangul, Dr. Kong predicted that Hangul would shine at the dawn of the computer age.
우리가 한글을 가졌다는 것은 축복이고 자랑입니다. 세종대왕께서는 한글을 만들어 주셨고 공병호 박사는 그 한글을 어떻게 잘 이용할 것인가 방법과 길을 알려주고 돌아가셨습니다. 이제 우리는 그 한글을 어떻게 잘 이용할 것이냐 고민할 시점에 왔다고 봅니다.
Dr. Kong was confident in saying that the excellence of the Hangul language will lead Korea to the top of the 21st century's IT world. The information age has us experiencing the value of Hangul every day. And Dr. Kong's three-face typewriter is still very efficient.